Okay, we'll watch this hunk of Bondo dry. Yeah, we'll grade that down with some 36 grit quickly. I know there's some fans out there and not some fans out there. But I was flipping through my YouTube stuff, and I saw the little thing on the side that said, "What killed NASCAR?" And of course, there's 1,000 different reasons why, or 1,000 different beliefs why NASCAR is dying on its last breath. But I could sum it up in one word: greed. That's what I think killed NASCAR. Greed. And they weren't reading the public as they were being greedy. But that's just my opinion. I almost consider NASCAR right now on the same playing field as professional wrestling. It's, I don't know. You got NASCAR, and then you got gluing a track for a quarter of a mile. I don't get it. Everything in NASCAR is cookie cutter. The tracks, the cars, so what? They changed the grill. Everything's the same, okay? Now they're gluing tracks a quarter of a mile down. There's no more, I'm not going to say there's no skill. Of course there's skill. There's skill in the people building the product. There's skill in the people driving it. You want to get the NASCAR stands full again, you got to read the people. And what are the people into right now? People are into these exotic, not exotic, but these modern day powertrains. LS's, Coyotes, Hemis. Just like back in the day when they were, they were cramming the Camel motors in there, the Hemis in there, the big blocks in there, and they were out there racing, doing 200 miles an hour 40 or 50 years ago. We're still doing 200 miles an hour. And back then, it was a little scarier for them to do that. It took some set, and you knew the personality of the driver. You knew everything. I'm not going to tell you I'm a huge NASCAR fan. I watched it enough back in the day when I enjoyed it. I started losing interest in probably the late 80s. When cars stopped looking like cars and they were just 100% billboards. You know what I mean? I always remember the Skull Bandit going around and stuff like that, whatever. But I think if they denuded it and said, listen, this is the suspension rules, this is the height rules, this is the aerodynamic rules. Now you guys work around it. This is the most you can have on a windshield angle. This is the widest the car could be. This is the minimum weight of the car. You have to use this style suspension like they always have. They're using truck suspension. But GM can grab an LS, modify an LS, done. So keep it, you want to control it. Keep the fuel injection out of it to keep the cost down so other people can come in, so it's not the big corporates only. Okay? Not that you're going to make any more horsepower fuel injection, but the price is what I'm talking about. So let them play with their LSs. Let the Ford guys play with Coyote motors and all the stuff they have. Let the Dodge people play with the Hemis. Let the Toyota guys play with their Toyota engines. And let them out there. And yeah, there's a lot of comments about letting Toyota in. Yeah, they let Toyota in because, like I said, it was corporate greed. But then again, Toyota's based out of the United States now. So, you got all these people fighting, saying it should only be like the good old days, Chevy, Pontiac, what they say, Chevy, Ford, and Mopar. And I'm saying to myself, okay, where'd Pontiac go? Where did AMC go? Where did Hudson go? Hudson's goes back to the beginning. You know what I mean? You can't just pick an era and say, oh, I like 70 to 75, and that's the way it's gotta be. No, the sport does evolve. The bodies do evolve. Everything evolves. But the engines didn't. And restrict the plates and maximum cubic, all the stuff just held it like right there. So now you turn on a NASCAR race and it looks like a traffic jam on the expressway. You go to the bathroom, you come back, you got the same traffic jam. You go take a shit, you come back, same traffic jam. You don't need that traffic jam anymore. You need the guy that's going to come out there, grow a set, push his car to the limit, see what it could really do and what he could do, and see what his crew chief could do building an engine and to get the thing around the track. And they'll know next time. Hey, listen, you know that 1,000 horsepower motor we made? That might have been too much. Can we change the RPM range of it a little bit? Can we try a little something different with the suspension so I can get around the track? Can we do this? Can we do that? Can I just leave that for passing? Can I... It's called a sport. It's not a sport if they're all Fisher-Price, Weeble Wobbles all out there together. That's what killed it. I'm sorry, that's the way I feel. And no, I don't have to be from the South to feel that way. It's a crime, too, because it grew. It grew fast, and it sucked a lot of people in, but it was sucking people in when the greed had already started. That's how what they did to suck it in. Instead of keeping it at a realistic pace and keeping its roots going and letting it evolve, they were like, the hell with that. Money. Fame. Money, fame, money, fame, money, fame. Everybody's gone. I hear crickets and see tumbleweeds. What did we do wrong? Think about it. I think it's pretty simple what you did wrong. So with that said, why don't we, it's tacky. Why don't we get back to this